116 to 112 for your winner. And new
116 to 112 for your world champion and new super lightweight. The surprising defeat of Isaac Cruz has erupted into a frenzy among the boxing community. Pitbull Cruz surprised boxing experts and fans by throwing Rayo Valenzuela like a truck. But let's just say that the Spanish fighter is a skilled hand thrower. Unexpectedly, Rayo Valenzuela caused a stir. It will take some time before Isaac Cruz returns to action. It will undoubtedly take a long time to process such a loss. After the bout, we were expecting Pitbull Cruz to square off against Gervonta Tank Davis, but his only post-fight destination was the hospital. This upset has even really pissed off his dad. This one is going to hurt for a long time. Pitbull has likely decided to hang up his fight because he's just not the same fighter as he once was. Yes, you read correctly. Isaac Cruz is putting away his fighting days. It's shocking, but what else could he do with that devastating defeat? After everything that he's been through, retirement must be the only thing on his mind. It's understandable that he is considering his legacy and future. Still, this isn't the worst of it. Gervonta Davis has been critical of Pitbull Cruz a lot after his unexpected defeat. The fact that Isaac Cruz trash-talked Gervonta so much in the run-up to his most recent battle makes it more difficult to watch. All he could think about was the rematch with Gervonta. No, this must be resolved immediately. We will remain focused on the battle with Rayo Valenzuela, even though we still need to have that rematch. He disregarded Rayo, and Rayo held him accountable. Tank is now making him pay for all of his hurtful remarks. TMZ Sports issued a statement that shared Tank's initial reactions to the upset. First things first, Rayo was the underdog going into the match and came out on top, so Tank gave him his roses. Rayo is a really promising young man. He fought valiantly. Cruz was unaware of what had hit him. Bravo, Rayo. Giving credit where credit is due is imperative. Rayo took the world by surprise. With this victory, I believe he even surprised himself. Just observe his passionate outburst following the altercation. This individual did not anticipate pulling off one of 2024's biggest upsets. Okay, so it's clear that Cruz had a greater influence on the result of this bout than Rayo did, and Gervonta Davis gave an explanation for this. Not to take anything away from Rayo, he said, but Cruz gave an insane performance. He lost his boxing skills. The guy was hardly throwing punches. His defense was non-existent, and he wasn't cutting the ring. That's not how combat is won. Pitbull seemed to be taking a little break there, or perhaps the left uppercut really got to him. Throughout the whole bout, Rayo used his reach to walk Pitbull down. That's where it gets fascinating, though, since we haven't even gotten to Tank's jabs at Cruz for repeatedly calling him out. Tank Davis once expressed a strong desire to give Isaac another chance at a rematch following his battle with Rolando "Rolly" Romero. Tank gave Pitbull Cruz his accolades since he appeared sharp. In the present, Tank is making a total 180-degree turn and making fun of Cruz following that cruel, humiliating defeat. How bizarre is that? Yes, his last battle showed that he was sharp. He fulfilled his obligations. Without a doubt, a rematch is possible. Ideally, this will happen sooner rather than later. Right now, everyone is focusing on Isaac Cruz, including Shocker Stevenson and Ryan Garcia. Everyone on X is making fun of Isaac Cruz. Only one person saw the impending implosion of the Pitbull Cruz hype train coming: Tank Davis. After Rolly Romero was defeated by Cruz, Tank just sat there laughing. He was aware that Isaac Cruz was not the danger that everyone was portraying him as, and Rayo Valenzuela has now exposed him. We like to face Gervonta Davis again. Because of how wonderful these fans have been, they came out. We already completed what I promised to do tonight. Gervonta gives a headshake. I hope we could get him in the ring with us. It's about time Isaac Cruz was humiliated after all of the trash talking. Gervonta Davis spoke candidly about her distress. Where is he right now? Why is he not speaking up right now? That's not how he is. I can't keep him in the ring for even a second. He's worthless. It's a good thing he's taking off his gloves now. He would be happy in retirement. He's not the same fighter as before. Never ever enter a ring with that man. That's as harsh as it gets right now. Hey, it's boxing though. To be at the top, you must possess a fierce nature. Let's now examine the opinions of the other experts. Teofimo Lopez was giddy with excitement as he saw Isaac Cruz receive that humiliating loss. Oscar de la Hoya was in the stands to see the action live. Oscar has since shown support for Cruz, so you can only imagine how incensed he was over the defeat. Oscar, ask how Andy looked. How did Andy appear? I witnessed the most recent rounds. A bit distracted, somewhat distracted. I'm not sure how the entire fight went, but he hasn't been in the ring for 2 years. You know what to anticipate, right? Andy is a warrior at all times. I found that to be interesting. Would you like to see him and Tank in there? Let's examine the champion's first remarks following the bout. The man of the moment is Rayo. Already, guys like Ryan Garcia are challenging Rayo to a duel. Rayo is ecstatic about this since it will propel his career to new heights. I have to admit that I didn't really focus on the crowd. I maintained my composure and sense of control throughout. I was at ease. Yes, I felt excellent the entire time as long as I kept him at the end of my punches and used smart, crisp fighting techniques. You know he's a one-dimensional fighter, so avoid becoming attached to him or falling into his scheme. He is limited to one skill set. That's what I did. I just followed the plan of action. I thought that was a little disrespectful to Sean Gibbons, his management, and his staff. He recorded a 15-minute video and prepared the entire 2025 for Pitt. The rematch ought to have concerned him. To tell the truth, I want to battle anybody my fans want me to. I've never been the type of man to duck or dodge people. I've taken the hardest fights since I started my career. I'm here to fight anybody the supporters want me to then. Well, you must give Isaac his flowers, nevertheless. He's bidding the boxing world farewell. And although he did suffer a humiliating defeat, let's not overlook all of his incredible victories. We should be happy that Isaac Cruz has provided us with some incredible moments in the ring. This guy held his own even going up against some of the greatest. That concludes today's video. Please remember to hit the bell button, subscribe, and give a like if you liked it so you don't miss any of our future videos. Remember to leave your opinions in the comments section as well. Keep watching, and we'll see you in the subsequent video. 116 to 112 for your world champion and new super lightweight. The surprising defeat of Isaac Cruz has erupted into a frenzy among the boxing community. Pitbull Cruz surprised boxing experts and fans by throwing Rayo Valenzuela like a truck. But let's just say that the Spanish fighter is a skilled hand thrower. Unexpectedly, Rayo Valenzuela caused a stir. It will take some time before Isaac Cruz returns to action. It will undoubtedly take a long time to process such a loss. After the bout, we were expecting Pitbull Cruz to square off against Gervonta Tank Davis, but his only post-fight destination was the hospital. This upset has even really pissed off his dad. This one is going to hurt